Hello and good morning, and thank you to invite me at this elevator pitch. During this short interview, we will talk about IES event that will be held in Buenos Aires in next December. During next December, a very important meeting, technical meeting. Then we will talk about the meeting we have had with the South American Association during the last Expo Elevator in São Paulo. And moreover, we will talk about the activity of EFESME. EFESME is the European Federation representing the SMEs in the lift sector. And I think it's very important that we target our interview talking about training, safety, and market concentration and barriers that we are facing as SME in our sector. I think we have many topics to discuss in short time, but we will do our best and give you some ideas about this topic.
I can lift you up, take you to the sky. Dreams in your pocket, let them fly high. Step on the platform, feel the vibe. One chance, one shot, come alive. Elevator pitch, it's your time to shine.
Thank you very much, Massimo Bezzi. So mainly to introduce yourself here at Elevator Pitch on Air, and that's how I call it, and introducing this type of videos. The idea is to have like a short interview with experts such as yourself. And for, I guess, the smallest people in this industry who do not know Massimo, I will make a brief introduction. So,
thank you.
Mainly, I will read because there are a lot of things here. I mean, more titles than Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt in the Oscars. So
you can cut it.
I will go just for the important ones, the most important ones. He's chairman of the Icm Lift Components SRL, president of EFESME, which is a European SME Federation. SME for the Federation. He's member of board of ANACAM, the Asociación Nazionale di Costruzione e Manutenzione Ascensore, aka the Association of National Construction and Maintenance of Elevators. He's also board of Elevator World, EW, which I think it doesn't need any introduction. And he was former former member of boards of the SBS, Small Business Standards, vice president of Normapme, which is the European Office of Crafts, Trades and SMEs for Standardization. He's super active along the IES organization and collaboration with a lot of presentations, always very important to develop and to introduce for the audience. And in between of all those things, a lot of more, but mainly he's like the George Clooney of the elevator industry. I don't know how he does it, but he's everywhere and always with the best mood and super active. So here, Massimo Bezzi for all of you.
Yeah, honestly, it's a very big competition with you to be everywhere. It's a very big competition. And you mentioned clearly the IES, the International Elevator Escalator Symposium. And honestly, we are really proud to be part of this family since the beginning. And we have been very active being part of the selection, the technical committee who selected the different papers with one of our technical experts. Also, we are very proud to be there, to be part, and we really trust in the power of this event around the world. And one more time, we are supporting the initiative during the next edition in Argentina.
As you said, it's a very powerful event, a different event as well as the ones we are used to. So I think it needs a lot of difuminación. I don't know how to say it in English, but like diffusion in the sector.
Yeah. Spread it out. We need to spread out this information to all the people who are involved in the sector. And this is very important to be recognized more and more worldwide.
Totally. So
absolutely.
Now, since we are short of time, we will go to a quick Q&A, which I have here all the themes. So the intro, we already did it. Now, we had recently the Expo Elevator at São Paulo, where we had a very important meeting that was proposed by you and Fabio Arana, who is the president of IM and has his own controller company there. And I think there were a lot of interesting conclusions there. So would you like to tell us a little bit about what was talked?
Yeah, we have been really lucky to have had the opportunity to attend the meeting with other members, with the association and with your association as well, con la Camera. It has been an interesting meeting because we learn more about the South American market, the situation, the technical, let's say, situation and updates. And maybe it has been a good opportunity, good occasion to learn more about the needs, also and about the information we can share each other. During the event, we have had the opportunity to share with the association, with the different organizations, to share an update about the last technical norms, but not only technical norms. We have been able to talk about the training, also three important topics in our sector. One is the training, as I mentioned at the beginning, training session, how we approach the training session. We have been able to explain that thank you to our involvement. We are a European association, but thank you to our involvement in SPS, a small business standard, is a big entity active in the technical field at European level, representing 12 million SMEs and representing in the standardization body, different standardization body, the different entities. And we are able to spread out a training session with our partner organization and with our members and supported by SPS. This kind of training is an information and training at technical level, but we need a different training as well. Our company needs something different. This is the reason why, one step down, our members, thank you to the support received from the European level, our members are able to arrange and to organize technical expert meeting, explaining also how to proceed and how to approach in the right way the maintenance service, the installation, and the work to install the elevator in safety condition. And I mentioned safety. Safety is the other topic, very important topic. Safety is a word that means a wide range of activity, because safety is safety for the installer, is safety for the end user. And we are trying to promote with as EFESME and with the support of our national member organization, we are trying to arrange all the time training session and explaining, taking as an example the different situation we are facing in on site, and unfortunately the different accidents that happen on site. These are all the different situations that are teaching us how to find solution, how to avoid further fatalities that many times, or better, fortunately, sometimes are fatal accidents. Not only safety on this way, we are also arranging safety and training for the user, because it looks like quite easy to push the button, open the door, and to move inside the elevator. But there are specific behavior to have when you are in a cabin, when something's happen, if suddenly the elevator stop. Also, our intention is to promote safety in this way as well. And one more point is related not directly to the activity we are spreading out, but we spoke during the event, we spoke also about the market concentration and the barriers. Probably we are facing different situation, European level and in South America and in other area of the world. But we share a little bit the information we have in Europe. We have a balanced situation, let's say more or less balanced situation between OEMs, big companies and SMEs. But the situation is very jeopardized depending from the different countries. We have situation like let's say in Italy, just for example, in Italy, where the market share is 60% managed by the SMEs, 40% by the OEMs, but more or less is a balanced situation. Other countries are facing different situation where the OEMs are predominant compared to the SMEs. Also situations that are quite difficult, and the competition is very strong. Moreover, we have to face time by time the situation during which the SMEs are selling the business. Also, this becomes difficult not only for the other SMEs that they have the perception that the bubble of the market is becoming always smaller. But on the other hand, also is challenging for the components manufacturer, because this market share is a big challenge for the components manufacturer as well. Why? Because obviously I'm component manufacturer, for example. I prefer to count or to consider, let's say, 50, 60, 100 customers. 3 or 4 customers are dangerous. Also, it's very important to have more and more customers and to try to support the SMEs in all the way. These are the 3 main topics we have been able to discuss during the event in São Paulo.
Perfect. So just some comments regarding what you said. I will go from the last one to the first one. First, the thing that you said that SMEs are selling is a very usual practice in USA, right?
Well, is a common practice in all over Europe, especially because the new generation is very difficult to have a change with the new generation. As you know, our sector is very complicated, not only in terms of norm, but it's very complicated because it's very stressful. Moreover, you need a skilled technician, also people going on site and working with hands.
And additionally, an elevator is an elevator when you have it in the construction going up and down, but behind that, a lot of people doesn't know everything that has to do. It's not just one supplier. It's not just one. I mean, an installer has to know about hydraulic, electric, civil construction. It's insane.
Yeah, if you remember, Alea, during during the meeting, I mentioned that our sector, to be completed, has to follow at least 46, 50 norms. Also, is a huge quantity. Also needs very trained and skilled people. Also is very complicated. No, you have said right. The people doesn't have the idea what is behind the cabin.
So and as well, they just care about that, right? And that has to do a lot with safety, because maybe the client just looks out the cabin and the price, right? But behind the price, the cabin actually is the most cheap element in the complete elevator, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we have unfortunately, we have a statistic of the different accidents, different fatal accidents we have per year. And many times we can say, stupid accidents, sometimes are for lack of skills, lack of knowledge, sometimes because lack of training, and also because we as entrepreneurs, we are not able to involve enough the people in the company to explain exactly how it works. We have seen during after the pandemic, and because high number of installation, because high demand of new installation or modernization, the market require new huge number of technicians, but unfortunately with lack of knowledge, and we have seen an increase of the accident. It has been really sad situation.
It's very
sad.
complicated. Going to I had another question before, but since you talked about security, I will go to my last reinforcement regarding the standardization, right? I mean, an elevator is an elevator in all of the countries of the world, in all of the provinces. Everywhere is the same, right? But we have different standards. In Europe, we have some standards. In USA, we have another standard. In Latin America, we have another standard. In China, another. And that's actually how WIF was born, right?
Yeah, you mentioned right. WIF, World Elevator Escalator Federation, is one entity that today is trying to collect under the same umbrella different associations worldwide, having the opportunity, the possibility to discuss about different topics, about the technical situation, let's say technical situation, and the different involvement of the different countries. I want to add only one point today, talking about the EN norm. Then I want to talk very briefly about the ISO, but the EN norm, the 73-75% of the countries worldwide today are applying EN norm. But today, what's happened? We have a change. We are heading to the ISO norm, and we are shifting from the EN 81, you know very well, EN 81 2050 to the ISO 8100 Part 1 and Part 2. Today, we have in mind the globalization, and this is the fact of the globalization, ISO norm. The EN norm are working as reference for the ISO, but going forward for the future, we will have the ISO norm. Probably the USA will keep their own American standards, but in the other countries we will take as reference the ISO 8100.
Perfect. Do you know, is there an established publication date?
No. Well, we expect to be ready within the summer. Well, the summer
Your
now,
summer.
in a few months. Our
Okay,
summer.
maybe we have to go there to celebrate.
Yeah, we expect to be ready to have the final approval shortly. And other than you, as we mentioned during the event, we have other norms, ongoing norms that are affecting, for example, the home elevator, and with the EN 8142 probably approved within September, next September. And then last but not least, the new the machinery regulation that is replacing the machinery directive.
Okay, perfect.
In force starting from the 2027.
That will be a great starting point, I believe, in order to try to normalize a little bit our market.
Yeah, on one hand, obviously, all these norms that are, as I mentioned, are the results of the globalization, are very important for all the manufacturers because are giving the opportunity, many opportunity in terms of market to increase the business. But on the other hand, I think we have to operate, we have to be active, and as organization, I'm talking as EFESME, for example, but as a national organization representing the SMEs, we have to be active because we have to be present to defend the position of the SMEs. Also, the voice of SMEs at national level, at European level, at South American level are extremely important, extremely important.
Totally, I agree for sure. I had more questions, but since we don't have a lot of time, we can make another edition other time. So let's go to the following one that had to do a little bit with the the objective. We already talked about the objective. Maybe a little bit about the chambers that were present at the event.
Yeah, you mentioned EFESME, and as EFESME, what we are representing exactly, you say?
Yes, and the chambers that were present at Expo Elevator events for the norm regularization.
Well, if you say at Expo Elevator, we have seen, well, as EFESME we were present, and we are representing the SMEs. We are representing 15 national member, and
from Europe.
We are European national member. We have extra Europe. We have one member who is an observer and a Swiss member. And moreover, we are active at SAN level in the standardization body at the European level, and moreover, we are active at ISO level, also International Standardization Organization. All these activities are spread out with the support of SPS and having seven technical experts involved in the different working groups.
Perfect. And so in Expo Elevator, it was EFESME, IM with Fabio as president. And
the three, basically the camera, the ascensor that came from Argentina, and Expo Elevator was the Fabio Aragna is president with the IM organization, and the EFESME representing the European organization.
Perfect. And then we have several other collaborators, as for example, Achim Hatter from ISO and consultants from Brazil, right?
Yeah, Achim Hatter is president of VFA. VFA is a national organization representing SMEs and big companies in Germany. And Achim is, moreover, is active. Achim Hatter is active, is one technical expert for ELA organization, and is active in the ISO group. ELA, just to give you brief short information about ELA. ELA is our counterpart at European level. They are representing the OEMs, the big companies. And just to let you know, at European level, the European Commission, when we are talking about elevator, the European Commission recognized these two entities, EFESME representing the SMEs and ELA representing the OEMs.
Perfect. So then I hope we will have another edition, because I think we only have 4 minutes since you are. So we can do another edition going, I think, deeper in these themes, because I think a lot of people do not know about of these subjects, and I think it's very important to get them involved, right? Because it's a base.
You are talking about the standardization body, different standardization. Yeah. If you need more information, SAN is the entity for the norms, where all the different norms are developed, and at European level for the different sector, let's say. And ISO is the international standardization organization, are all the norms who are making reference worldwide. These are the big difference between the two entities. And the expert normally, technical experts are starting to be active in the national standardization body in the different states, and then given their representation in the national standardization body, they have the chance to become a technical expert in the SEN. Normally, in the different activity working group at SEN level are representing the different organization. At national level, they are participating as companies, as single company. They have the opportunity, the possibility to be there as single company as well, but normally at international level are representing the different organizations.
So it is very interesting. So we'll definitely do another chapter about this. Just to summarize a little bit, so the topics that we talked in Expo Elevator were mainly, as you said before, training sessions, safety and preventive actions, and market concentration and barriers. Would you say that the objective probably of these meetings that we are planning on making them recurrent is to start like a plan in order to be provided from different informations of the different regions in order to have inputs on how can we do something to correct them?
Yeah, I think it will be very important to, especially the point, the second point and the third point. Well, talking about the market concentration, it will be interesting to get updated situation in the different country, which situation we have between SMEs and big companies, because it's very helpful to understand how it works, how they are working, the different SMEs in their own country. And moreover, talking about safety is not an easy task, but collect numbers about the event, why there are these accidents, and all the different details are helping us how to prevent them. We are our national member, our Italian member at the moment is working on it with the SMEs, especially is working closely with the insurance companies. Are collecting from the insurance company the different fatalities, and then they are analyzing the reason why of the difference. This is very helpful then to organize the training session as well.
I agree totally with you, and just want to recall that in December we will do like a second or maybe third, I don't know, edition of these type of meetings in Buenos Aires during IES. Yeah. And you said something that I didn't think about it, or maybe you had thought about it and I wasn't aware, is calling the insurances, right, in order to have their numbers to these meetings as well.
Yeah, our idea from our side during this event, our intention is to bring the numbers and the numbers of different events happen during the last period, and moreover to give you more detail why this happened, and all this information received from the insurance. And moreover, at European level, we are trying to get more information from the other national member, but as you know, is not easy. And the target is then to have to make a comparison between the different situation, European level, South American level, let's say in Argentina, which situation you are facing when we are talking about accidents and fatalities. All this is focused to the safety then, because we have to keep in mind that it's very important for us as entrepreneur to have people, trained technician, technical expert that are working during the day, but in the evening are coming back from the site.
Perfect. So we are out of time. I have a lot of questions more, but
don't worry.
Just to summarize what questions I have, and I leave it like with a question mark in order for another interview maybe. For example, how was Ascensor Istanbul? It's absolutely one of my favorite expos in the world, but I know maybe it's a lot to talk about, so just I will leave a question mark there.
1 minute.
Okay.
I spent one day only. I was there for my own business last week. Also, I spent only one day in Istanbul at the exhibition. I've seen change a lot. I've been there the last time, I think, before the COVID period, and today is a big event, a big exhibition. I can say all because is the more than 95% of the company are national company, and the different company are exhibiting with a high level of quality in terms of products. And I've seen a lot of door manufacturer, a lot of full set manufacturer. When I'm talking full set, I'm talking of full elevator. They're selling full elevator. And I've seen a good number of visitors, let's say a good number of visitors. Also, I have had just the feedback about the first 2 days from my colleagues, and they say that the number has been, good, and the quality of and the presence also, it was quite good national, the majority of national visitors and a few foreigner. But this is the picture after the 2 days of exhibition. Also, this is not a full picture, but the perception, it has been very, very interesting. All the time we are visiting an exhibition, I think we are bringing something new
Totally. Back. You always learn something about the exhibitions.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just the last one and we cut. That's it. Tell us.
Don't worry, Lea.
Tell us a little bit about your business and yourself for those who don't know you.
Wow. Yes, this is probably an important part of my life because I'm investing a lot of time in the association and federation in which I trust so much since the last 20 years. But I'm running my own business. I have obviously, if I'm able to invest so much time in the federation, is because I have a very good team, good team, and I'm component manufacturer. I'm manufacturing a metal shaft and home elevator for the residential sector, and since 2004. We started the activity, our activity, we developed our activity in the marine sector, exactly in the mega yacht sector, in which we are, for this sector, we are manufacturing metal shaft and home elevator and dumbwaiter. But in this case, is very, very a niche market, also a very top-hand finishing, and for this sector we invested a lot because the requirements are very, very high and the expectations are very, very high, especially when we are talking about finishing and when we need to satisfy the needs of the different owners. But these are the two main activity in which we are involved as Icm Lift Components.
Okay, thank you very much, Massimo. It was great talking to you.
Well, thank you, Alea. Thank you for inviting me one more time, and hope to see you soon. And I wish you all the best for Elevator World Pitch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, Alea.
Ciao.
Thank you. Bye. Ciao.
Thanks for joining us on this vertical journey. If you enjoyed the episode, subscribe, share, and connect with me on LinkedIn as Alea Guillemi to spark innovative ideas. Don't stay on the bottom floor. Join us for new heights.
I can lift you up, take you to the sky. Dreams in your pocket, let them fly high. Step on the platform, feel the vibe. One chance, one shot, come alive.